doing? My name is Quentina Offord. I am currently going to teach a lesson on the comparing and contrasting of and a point of view on the Three Little Pigs story and also the true story. The true story of the Three Little Pigs, as told by Jon Scieszka and illustrated by Lane Smith. I choose this book because I really like this book, and it's also tell a story in another way. And I always believe there's always two sides of the story. So today, with the assist of my son Quentin, he is going to be my student, and I am going to read. I'm going to read this book to him, and then we're going to listen to the YouTube of the Three Little Pigs, and then he will go to the next step, doing a Venn diagram. Then he will do a Venn diagram of comparing the two stories, writing the difference and the similar words and things that goes on in the events of the story. Then he will use this is the story map that I choose. It has the beginning, middle, and the end. So he will write what happened in the beginning of the true story of the Three Little Pigs, or the middle, and he also will write the middle and the end. And along with that, he will write this number of the sequence of events of these stories, which I have broke down. I'm using my phone, so I'm broke down the wolf, like stuff like the events of the book. The wolf went to the house with the straw. What number does that go to? What does it fall in this section? Just like another version of the story map, but just a sequence of events. It's another way to break down and comprehend the story for the children. This grade, my son is in the 7th grade, but this lesson is made for 1st grade, so I'm gonna have to get him to dumb it down a little bit, just a little bit. He's gonna do it just a little bit. So, are you ready, son? Mm-hmm. All right, Quentin. All right, so I'll probably have this like on a big screen in the classroom, and he's gonna sit down. We're having some technical difficulties. Tease, yes, son. Now this assignment might be multiple days of doing this assignment. We won't be able to do this in one day. We'll have to probably read the original version the first day, and then eventually read the true story of the Little Pigs the next day, or on the same day, and then compare and contrast the next day using the Venn diagram. The Venn diagram, he will be able to write down what in this section. He will write what is the difference from the point of view of the pigs in Three Little Pigs, and the point of view of the wolf and the true story. And this is when right here will probably be the simple version of the thing, such as all the pigs had their own house, the sharing the straws. Both of the stories had the pigs with the straws, with the stick and the bricks. Um, right here we'll say the pigs sneak. The pig said he huff and he puff and blow the house down, and they was eating, and he was said right here, I had a sneeze and I just had a bad cold, in the true story. So pretty much that's what he gonna do. I thought I had a pen. Where's the pen? And let's go back to the story. And there goes the big bad wolf. I think actually showing them a video of the original version will probably be more attentive than doing me sitting there reading the story. It tends to get boring, but I would think that having them involved with the videos or reading it itself might be able to keep them attentive and want to get involved. And I also think that I should put in some role play. Let them be a wolf, and be the pigs. Read as a script to keep them open-minded, and also help once again with comprehending of the story. They should be able to tell me at the end of my lesson what happened in the beginning, what happened at the end, what happened in the middle, how did the wolf feel when he was falsely accused of something, how will you feel about if you was in that predicament of the same thing as the wolf. So Quentin, you know with the Three Little Pigs story, right? So we don't have to read the rest of this. You don't have to do the rest.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna pause this because, like I said, he's in the 7th grade, so he knows this story. So we are going to start reading the Three Little Pigs, and because he's older, we are going to get him to read it, just like our papa would do the 1st graders. But I will go along read them with him, with them. So you ready, Quentin? Let's go.
Everybody knows the story of. Hold up. Everybody knows the story of the Three Little Pigs, or at least they think they do. But let me in on a little secret. Nobody knows the real story because nobody has ever heard my side of the story. I'm the Wolf, Alexander T. Wolf. You can call me out. I don't know how this whole big bad wolf thing got started, but it's all wrong. Maybe because of our diet.
Okay.
That's what it said.
Yes.
Hey, it's not my fault. Wolves eat cute little animals and like bunnies, sheep, and pigs. That's because the way we are. If cheeseburgers were cute, folks who would probably think you're big and bad too. Done. But like I was saying, the whole big bad wolf thing is all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. This is the real story. Way back in once upon a time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear old grand. I had a terrible sneezing cold. I ran out of sugar. So I walked down the street to ask my neighbor for a cup of sugar. Now this neighbor was a pig, and he wasn't too bright either. He had built his whole house out of straw. Can you believe it? I mean, who in his right mind will build a house of straw? So of course, the minute I knocked on the door, it fell right in. I didn't want to just walk into somebody else's house. So I called, little pig, are you in? No answer. I was just about to go home without the cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. That's when my nose started to itch. I felt a sneeze coming, where I huffed and sniffled, and I sniffled. Okay, and I sneezed a great sneeze. And you know what? The whole darn straw house fell down. And right in the middle of it was the first little pig. Dead as a doornail. He had been home for the whole time. He had been home the whole time. It seemed like a shame to leave a perfectly good ham, dinner lying there in the straw. So I ate it. Think of it as a big cheeseburger line,
just lying there.
It was I was feeling a little better, but I still didn't have my cup of sugar. So I went to the next neighbor's house. This neighbor was the first little big pig's brother. He was a little smarter, but not much. He built his house out of sticks. I rang the bell on the stick house. Nobody answered. I called, Mr. Pig, are you in? He yelled back, go away, wolf. You can't come in. I'm shaving. I'm shaving the hairs off my chili chin. I had grabbed the doorknob, and when I felt another sneeze coming on, I huffed and sniffled and tried to cover my mouth, but I sneezed a great sneeze. You're not gonna believe it, but this guy's house fell down just like his brother's. The dust cleared. There was the second little pig, dead as a doornail. Wolf's honor.
See the little pig in there, and you got little knives and forks on the side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next one.
I didn't realize that. Now you know food will spoil if you just leave it out in the open. So I did the only thing there was to do. I had dinner again. Think of it as a second pig helping. It was getting awfully full, but my cold was feeling a little bit better. And I still didn't have that cup of sugar for my dear old granny's.
Okay, let's stop right there. So far, where did you get at? What's from you knowing with the three little pigs? So how much is similar to the original version?
Very similar, but it's showing the side of the wolf, and it's shot, and it's like the judge is asking the wolf to state his side of the story.
What do you call that? When you
I forgot the word.
point of view?
Yeah.
Okay, so the wolf is giving his point of view of the story, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what can you say is different from the little pig story the Three Little Pigs story and the true story of the wolf story. What's the? Well, tell me what the difference.
Um, the difference is that he actually ate the pigs.
Okay.
And also, he said that he had to sneeze.
So what's the original version says?
He said that he huffed and puffed and blew the houses down. But on this one, he said he huffed and snizzled and blew and sneezed a great sneeze.
Okay. So from you taking all this information from the story, knowing that we didn't finish it off, what story do you believe the most?
I believe this story because you could sneeze a big sneeze, but the reason I don't believe the little pigs story because nobody like that would just gonna be like want to eat, like he ate somebody, but they was just like hiding. But he wanted, but the big bad wolf in the pig story, he just wanted to eat them no matter what.
Okay. Sound like plan. So there you go. That's something a little bit. And I went over the 10 minutes, but like I said, it's gonna be this assignment will probably take a week to actually get the completely understood of what's going on. The main object of the assignments are get the point of view, do a sequence of events, but my main focus is letting them know what a point of view is and seeing the point of view of the wolfish side of the story. So thank you for watching and hope you enjoy. Bye.